There are two sales strategies that change the game when you're talking about presenting your offers to your clients. Everything else that you can do doesn't matter if you can just do these two simple things. They've raised my closing rate by a lot. And honestly, these are easy and these are natural. Let's get right into it. All right. The first thing is building rapport. Don't be a robot, okay? Now, we'll talk about the first thing and I'll show you when you bring it to the second one and you tie those together, you become a very, very powerful salesman or saleswoman. And it's not even about sales. It's about solving people's problems. Because if you can solve people's problems, then you're not a salesman anymore. You're a productive member of the community that's helping your customers, right? So number one is build rapport. Don't be a robot. Nobody wants to talk to a robot. You've seen it before. They have no personality. They're coming up. They're presenting you with a price. Nobody is just wanting a price. What people want is an answer to their problem. That's why they called you there. If you're an HVAC business owner or an electrician or you're selling a car, it doesn't matter. People have a problem and they're hoping that you can fix it, right? So the first thing to do is to build rapport, be natural, be a human, be a person. And how do you do that, right? With the number two best, most important thing any sales representative can do is ask questions. And when you ask questions, listen to the answers. Nothing's more frustrating when I'm trying to buy something or I call a company and I'm telling them what my issue is and they're too busy telling me what my issue should be, right? So we shouldn't be offering options to people. We should be listening to their problems and finding a way to solve their problem. Too many times sales reps want to tell you, like, I'm already ready to tell you what I have to sell, tell you my product, tell you this. And a lot of times they want to sell you the thing that brings them the highest revenue. And that's not correct. Who cares about the revenue? If you can solve people's problems and give them what they actually need, your company will grow by referrals, by word of mouth, and just by being a good member of the community. That's what it's about. So when you've went through that rapport building phase, you want to ask questions that lead you to understanding the problem of the customer. So if you give them a simple question of like, hey, what led you to call me today? And they say, well, I'm sneezing a lot in my house, blah, blah, blah. Don't talk about something not related to that. They don't care about that. They called you because they're sneezing. So you're going to ask them more about that. Well, when do you find yourself sneezing? Is it everyone? Is it in a certain room? Is it a certain season? Well, typically we're sneezing in the mornings, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now I'm starting to find out what the problem is. So I can find something to make sure that when they buy from my company, that their dollars are actually exchanged for solving the sneezing issue. Nothing's worse than buying something from someone and then finding out it didn't even fix it. That's a waste of money. That's not even good business. So you want to ask questions, question after question after question in a natural way. And then don't think about, after you ask the question, don't think about the next question. Stop and listen to what they're saying. So ask a question and listen. And then let their answer lead you to the next question. Eventually, you can get straight to the problem. And then you can say, okay, so I have this product. This will take care of this, this, and this. Now you and the customer are speaking the same language, because why wouldn't they buy something that solves their problem? They called you there to solve the problem. You're giving them the exact language. For example, the allergy person, if they're sneezing, don't talk about energy savings. You ask them about energy, oh, my electric bill is good, but we're sneezing a lot. And you're spending time talking about the energy efficiency of this unit. You're not speaking the same language. Talk about the allergies. If you're asking questions and they're talking about the energy bill, my energy bill is high and this and that and this, don't talk about allergies. They called you because of the energy bill. That's the language they're speaking, right? So if you're talking about allergies and they're talking about energy, you're speaking Chinese and they're speaking Spanish. You're not on the same boat. But if you can speak the same language and offer them something that solves their actual problem, you can mention the other things, but you don't want to spend a lot of time on there because they don't care about that. And soon they're going to start to think that you're not listening, that you're not understanding, and you're going to lose the sale to someone who's actually not there to sell them something. You're going to lose the sale to someone who actually cares about them and wants to solve the issue. And that can be a reality or a perception. Because even if you have a product that solves everything, if you're not communicating it and telling them what they're asking, then their perception could be, this guy's not even listening, or he doesn't have what I'm asking for because you're not talking about it. So number one, biggest thing you can do in sales is build rapport. And number two is ask questions. And then after you've asked those questions, listen to the answers. We cover all of this in our sales course inside of our community. There's a link below with more information for that. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe.